In the past, milk was such an indisputable food that people never questioned it. Everyone agrees that milk is good for you, and it is an ethical food which can be produced without killing the animals. It is a liquid food which satisfies the thirsty and hunger at the same time. It seems there's no other food can do that. But now, we have to question this.
We're out of milk.
Are you kidding me?
Do you know that humans actually don't need to drink milk? Do you know that humans are the only mammal species that drink milk for their entire life? Do you know that milk leads to the higher case of the bone fracture and osteoporosis? Do you know that in order to keep producing milk, dairy cows have to keep enduring pregnancy over and over again? It can't be so hard to see the truth. Milk may not be as good as you thought before. MOOtrition is an international organization that has something to say about milk and dairy foods. MOOtrition is an affiliated agency of a World Animal Protection Organization. It is an independent system which is focused on protection of dairy cows. Someone may ask, why we should care about dairy cows?
So some people ask, why should we care about cows? And my simple answer is for the same reason that we should care about anyone, right? We know that cows, just like us, are sentient. They have feelings, they have emotion, they have rich relationships. And much like our own species, the mother cows and their babies have a very strong bond, a very deep connection. And from my perspective, this is the main problem with milk, is that we are rupturing that relationship from the very beginning. And just as we would be very concerned if there were a dog or a cat or a human being who was being tortured psychologically or physically, who was being repeatedly impregnated against their will, whose children were being taken from them, kind of like a kidnapping situation. This is the reality of cows, and this is why we should care, because we don't want this to happen to anyone.
The purpose of MOOtrition is to persuade people to give up or reduce consumption of milk by giving them some positive suggestions, like vegetable alternative, nutrition advice, and the truth about the dairy industry, and so on. In the supermarket, in coffee shops, and on the street. You can see the different posters of the organization. Those posters will get you to the MOOtrition's website. The website is mainly focused on nutrition advice and animal abuse. The story section gives you the newest scientific information about nutrition. MOOtrition, based on the real life of dairy cows, produced a long-term theme story called Lisa Baby Number 972. The same story set a call as a first personal perspective and tells audience about the life of a dairy cow and her family. The Black Mirror section revolves the truth about dairy industry, which shows you the real world behind the curtain. There is a special tools for you to watching the video. The blur bar on the side allows you to adjust the definition of the video, in case you are too afraid to watch the truth. In the nutrition section, provides comparison between different foods, and will give you suggestions when you want certain nutritions. And you can always use the donation page to support MOOtrition to educate more people. The other special function is the nutrition calculator. It can count out the same amount of nutrition between dairy food and plant-based food. There are nutrition events in every year. In the event, there are not only speeches, but also symposium. The flyer will be handed out as a little gift. When you open it, there's a flashcard inside. The flashcards totally have 10 pages. People could collect them from different events. Those cards will talk about what people should eat instead of dairy food. And also, people will easily be able to bring it anywhere, like supermarket or store, to find out which food they should buy. In order to enlarge the impact, MOOtrition also provide the shopping bag, coasters, and other souvenirs to remind people that they should stop or reduce the consumption of dairy food. It is always helpful to welcome discussion, and it is healthy to strive to make educated or informed choice. But for this, we need the education and the chance to choose. Now, go to the MOOtrition and make your own educated choice.